4 months, the story of Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford seemed straightforward. It was the classic tale of a smaller, skilled boxer daring to move up in weight to face a bigger, stronger champion. Everyone had their predictions ready. But when they stepped on the scales for the official weigh-in, that script was turned upside down. The confidence, the predictions, the certainty all began to crumble when the world saw the shocking truth about Crawford.
£167.5 pounds. Terence Crawford. Baltimore, 167.5 pounds. Canelo Alvarez.
When Crawford took the stage, a wave of shock swept through the boxing community. He wasn't a drained fighter struggling to make weight, he looked fit, sharp, and incredibly powerful. Even veteran fighters like former world champion Zab Judah were left astonished. Judah noted that Crawford, who was supposed to be the smaller fighter, actually appeared larger. The dynamics had shifted before a single punch was thrown. Crawford's physique wasn't just remarkable, it was a statement he wasn't there to survive. He was there to dominate. The long-held belief that Canelo would have a size and strength advantage suddenly came into question.
Thank you, bro. Zab, how's the weight going to affect Crawford tomorrow, you think?
I don't know, man, but he looked pretty sharp. He looked pretty swift. He looked pretty, like he was, dealing with, like what he's up against right now.
Do you think he looked bigger than Canelo out there or not?
He looked bigger, didn't he? That's crazy, right? We kept saying about how much Canelo was going to be so much bigger over him, but look, he looked bigger than Canelo. That's crazy.
Has he got to get this done early, though?
No.
Do you think he might slow down?
You got 12 rounds. Take your time. Thank you, bro. You got 12 rounds. Take your time.
The surprise wasn't just about Crawford's appearance. It revealed a hidden strength that some fighters knew about but the public had yet to see. Former champion Caleb Plant, who has faced Canelo, shared a striking revelation. He recalled wrestling with Crawford and being utterly taken aback by his strength. He described Crawford's power as ungodly, not just muscular, but raw, practical power. Plant's account supported what everyone observed on the scales, confirming Crawford's intimidating presence. It was clear, this man had the physical strength to match his legendary skill, sending a chill through those who had already dismissed him.
Yeah, we wrestled one time. Yeah, he's ungodly soon. Yeah, he's so he has a chance to make quick. We'll see. Man, I think we're in for a hell of a fight. Both are great champions. I got a lot of respect for both of them. I'm a fan of both. And, the consensus may be, well, because Terence is smaller, maybe if he gets hit with a big shot, he may just run the whole night, but that's not in Terence's blood. He's willing to go out on shield, and that's a big reason why I respect Terence so much, on top of, all his ability and his skill. And, he's got a mean spirit too, so it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Amid all this talk of hidden power and impressive looks, one harsh reality remained. Canelo Alvarez. While many experts have shifted their predictions, others like former contender Gabe Rosado remain firm. Rosado pointed out that looking strong and being able to withstand Canelo's punches are two entirely different things. He believes Canelo's power is the great equalizer. No matter how impressive Crawford looks or how strong he feels, at 168 pounds, Canelo's punches carry a different kind of weight, one Crawford has never faced. Rosado's prediction was simple and chilling. Canelo would land one of his signature headshots, possibly ending the fight by technical knockout.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great fight, man. They both the same size, but I still think that the power transitions over more naturally to Canelo, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you said Even despite how good Bud looks, same result.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, I think it's gonna be a great fight. Like, I don't know why. I just got a feeling that Canelo's gonna hurt. But yeah, I think it's gonna hurt him. Yeah.
Body, chin,
Headshot, man.
headshot.
Headshot, I think. Yeah.
Maybe TKO stoppage.
Yeah, man, I think, man. But you know what I mean? Like, look, you can't count Bud out because he's pound for pound one of the best. You know, it's always the bigger guy wins, but Bud he's different though, man. But I still think Canelo got it.
The man gave big.
The debate over power versus skill was further complicated by a lingering question that has shadowed Crawford's entire career. Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has been one of Crawford's critics, pointing to what he sees as a key weakness, his record. Hearn argues that while Crawford is an excellent fighter, he has never truly been tested against a top opponent in their prime. He references fighters like Kell Brook, Amir Khan, and even Errol Spence, many of whom were past their peaks when facing Crawford. This added an unsettling doubt: was Crawford's undefeated record built on skill alone, or on carefully chosen, aging opponents? The fight with Canelo wasn't just a challenge, it was a test of his entire career.
The thing is with Crawford, and I was kind of goading him on this, and it's not his fault, his resume's not that impressive. Like, I said to him, tell me your best win ever. This is what I said to him. And you know what he said? Ricky Burns. Right? Now, Ricky Burns is a great fighter. He's my guy. He's a 3-division world champion. But you can't say that he is, you know, like one of the greats. He's one of the greats of Scottish boxing. But if you're talking about one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of all time, it's not Terence's fault that he hasn't been able to get those fights. But a lot of the guys that he's fought have been done. You know, even arguably Ricky Burns at the time. You know, I know he went on to win other world championships, but he was kind of on the slide at that time. Kell Brook, Amir Khan, you know, Gamboa. You know, all of these guys. Who else did he beat? Ndongo. Like Errol Spence, another example. Terence is brilliant, but he's never actually really had many notable victories.
Yet boxing is never solely about physical traits or past opponents.
Yet, boxing is not only about physical traits or past opponents, it's also a mental game. Many believe Crawford has the mental edge here. Boxing legend Antonio Tarver described Crawford as a real dog. A fighter with exceptional mental toughness and focus that few of Canelo's recent opponents possess. This set the stage for an intriguing psychological battle. Would Crawford's aggressive mindset be the key to overcoming the reigning king? Or would Canelo's experience allow him to withstand the pressure and expose Crawford's vulnerabilities? The weigh-in stare-down felt like the first clash of a contest of wills.
I would have loved to see him get a rep, but it is what it is. I just think his mental focus, bro, it sets him apart from all of these opponents that Canelo has faced. He's a real dog, and I know Canelo that dog too.
So who are you leaning towards, like, personally?
I think from an energy standpoint, I like Crawford, bro, and his whole demeanor.
Yeah.
And I'm an underdog. I love the underdog anyway. So, you know, I'm pulling for Crawford. I'm done. If anybody can beat Canelo today, it's Crawford.
Crawford's surprising physical condition dramatically altered the fight strategy. Initially, experts believed Crawford would rely on a stick-and-move approach, using his speed and footwork to avoid Canelo's power. But after seeing him on the scales, a new possibility emerged. Could Crawford now believe he can stand his ground, push Canelo back, and earn respect early? For Canelo, his game plan also faced adjustments. The idea of bullying the smaller man with size might no longer be viable. Now, he faces an opponent with the skill and possibly the strength to match him.
167.5. Go, bud. Get a good weight. $167.5.
Who won the weigh-in? Terence Crawford definitely won the weigh-in because not only did he make weight, but he's like made weight like a super middleweight, 167.5. And it's not like, you know, Floyd Mayweather when he used to weigh in at 152 to fight at 154. This guy 167.5. I mean, that's damn good. It brings up a lot of questions. You can't help but to be like, well, Terence Boy Crawford was definitely too big to be a lightweight. Hell, too big to be a welterweight. Like you start to kind of be like, damn, bro. And I've been saying it forever. He was physically more imposing and more dominant physically as an athlete overall.
Just when things couldn't get stranger, an almost unbelievable incident occurred online. Fans and analysts discovered a shocking Google glitch. When searching who will win Canelo versus Crawford, the AI reported that Canelo had already won, displaying scorecards for a match that hadn't happened yet. This bizarre occurrence fueled a David versus Goliath narrative, as if the very code of the internet had already decided the outcome. For Crawford supporters, this wasn't just a glitch, it felt like he was fighting against more than one opponent in the ring.
I was told by one of you, I was requested rather by one of you in the war room to type into Google who won between Canelo and Crawford. And holy shit, how do they have results already? The AI in Google already has that Saul Canelo Alvarez has won. This is that shit. I mean, listen. They even have the scorecard. I tried Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. I think I tried Canelo versus Crawford. So then I flipped it and I tried Crawford versus Canelo, and they had the scorecards, 116, 112 and shit like that. What the hell is going on around here? See, this is why I'm rooting on Terence Crawford, man. Listen, I know my money. I got a lot of money on Canelo, and that's my prediction. And I feel very much that Canelo Alvarez is going to win. But my hope of hopes, honestly, for boxing's sake, like if Terence Bud Crawford does the unimaginable, that is far better, right? As far as what can go viral for the sport than Canelo beating the obviously smaller guy in Terence Bud Crawford. You can't help but to root for David versus Goliath here. But what the hell?
Based on insights from various boxing experts, both fighters appeared ready at the weigh-in. Commentators like Teo Lopez, Anthony Durrell, and Devin Haney praised how professional and prepared both athletes looked. Crawford's physical condition surprised many, while Canelo appeared lean and focused. The general consensus was that both men were in peak shape, setting the stage for an epic showdown.
Ultimately, Teo, from what you got, does that change your mind at all? I know you're leaning towards Crawford, but from what you saw in this weigh-in and the way Crawford looks, it's very impressive. I gotta admit, I'm impressed myself, you know?
I got Crawford. I still got Crawford, but it should be a great fight. Both guys came in at the exact same weight, so both are ready, prep. May the best man win. Tune in.
How do you see the first 3 rounds playing out? I know these questions have already been asked, but we just want like a real insight of how you think these first 3 rounds. Yeah, because those are usually crucial rounds for how the fight can go.
You know, they're gonna test their power. They're gonna see where they stand. They're gonna have to throw their punches right away. And then create that distance and go into those following rounds.
Absolutely, they both look amazing, top notch. I already know they both ready for this fight now. I really can't wait to see how it goes now. I'm anxious to see on paper. Look, I'm edging Canelo, right? Just by the simple fact of his size and who he's been in there with. You know what I'm saying? Him being the actual guy at this weight. You know, but spiritually, physically, and just skill-wise, I think Crawford has more options, man. So I think he pulls it off of that notion. It's going to be done through his confidence, his will to win, remain undefeated, be 3-time undisputed world champion. So I believe he's going to put it off based off those factors alone. And he has the skill set to do just that. He has 3 or 4 different ways to win, 2 or 3 different ways to win this.
Yeah, they both look good. They both look ready. They're true professionals, so I expected that. I'm excited for it. Like, this is a fight that I'm genuinely excited about. Why? Because it's two legends of the sport already. 2 future Hall of Famers, and it's a big event. I think both of them are fighting at their more natural weight rather than either one of them killing herself to make the weight and us not getting them 100%. So I think that it's more of an even fight when it comes to that. So I think that it's going to be a real, it's gonna show who's really the better man, you know, skills wise, all over the board. Because I feel like they're more on an even playing ground.
You know, given that, then what makes the difference? Who wins?
I think that if anybody